Hello and welcome to this episode of Read Play Game, the podcast where we look at tabletop role-playing games from every side of the table. I am the rules lawyer, and this week I will also be GMing for us.
Hi, I'm Emma Skaggs, and I will be playing this week.
I'm Anish Binmaraju, and I'll be playing.
I'm Tori Jewell, and I'll be playing this time.
I'm Mikey Sparks, and I will also be playing this time.
And I'm Mfon Akpaete, and I am also playing this time.
Yay!
Hey, this time,
Oh,
we're so excited to have Mfon on the podcast. Friend of the show and listener, we are very grateful to everything you have brought to the Read Play Game community.
Yay! This is the coolest thing I've ever doing in my life, so thank y'all.
That is not true at all.
It's actually very true.
I have a kind of cute, maybe in-game question, because you were talking about maybe a question for whatever joining. What trope were you in high school?
Can I answer that?
oh wait,
Can I
should
try?
we go through the...
Was that for Mfon or for all of
No,
us?
I meant I want to predict. I want to predict what she's gonna say.
Oh.
Wait, take your headphones off. I want to hear.
Okay.
Well, this
I
is
can
just
definitely hear you.
that's so funny. You can put your headphones on. You can just tell me that I'm wrong. No, it would be like the sporty girl.
Yeah.
Popular kid. Popular kid.
Or like high achiever are the two that I think, because you both did sports and did, what are they called? IB?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're called?
I'm sorry, those are not tropes in the book.
I'm talking
the
just
book.
tropes.
I meant
Okay.
generally, yeah. Like,
Okay. All right.
stoner or like... like
Yeah, why is that the first one that
call
came to
her
your
out.
mind?
Yeah,
Tori?
yeah.
Tori's like
Self-report.
the only one that I can think of.
well, you had mentioned that for your possible character, so I didn't know if like that was like a wildly different experience, or were you like...
Yeah, I don't
Were you in
think
drama
stoner was actually it. It was laid back slacker.
Laid back stoner. Well, I guess stoner is a subset of laid
So
back.
true.
slacker.
Is
so
it
true. I don't know.
in the rule book?
There's not
It
a
is in the-
stoner.
It's not a
Subclass.
stoner.
Yeah.
There's not a
I made that
slaughter.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would fit in that trope, though.
Freudians.
Yeah, laid
I
back
think,
slacker.
you know what? I think early on in the process, Emma was looking for suggestions, and I said you should be a stoner, just like as a character, but not as the trope. Maybe as a joke.
Right.
I need to employ some critical reading in the group chat, because somebody said cosplay, and I was like, okay, homework. Don't read the handbook. Do
Can
get the
I-
cosplay together.
Stop the
Anyway,
sentence
sorry.
on critical reading.
So what trope do you feel like you were in high school?
I was the sporty kid, if anything.
Hey.
Yeah, but I was friends with the popular kids, but I wouldn't have called myself a popular kid because they were hot shit. I was just happy to be there. So that's pretty much how that went. So
Incredible. I was not that, and I don't think any of us were.
No,
Wait,
it's
what,
not sporty.
Yeah, what's sport?
I was sporty.
I played basketball and softball.
I kind of wish I was good at a sport, especially like, did you like bond with your teammates? Was it like
Yeah, I
sweet?
love sports. I love teamwork. If you'll ask Emma, I love to watch shows that have kids coming together. Like I watch a bunch of sports anime and
Oh, cool.
yeah, Haikyuu.
Beautiful. Slam dunk.
No,
We're also
I
on
watched Ace No Diamond.
we're also on a staff frisbee team together, and I'm trash. And Fun is good and knows how to play and hadn't played before. So that's where we fall.
That's so cool. It's nice to I guess get some, I feel like
Yeah, we're all kind of
outside grass enjoying like somebody who's like not just like myself, like
I say that, but I was also very much a nerd. Like I was reading mangas, 5 mangas in my backpack. I was watching, my brother was really into anime, which is why I was really into anime. I was on, what's it called? Crew, my last year.
oh really?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
wanted to be in like the musicals and the shows, but like it conflicted with the basketball schedule, so it never worked out. So I did theater as a class. It just never worked out. I have a lot of interest and high school wasn't the best place for me to show those.
I can see why you're in the Mikey Sparks fan club. I'm hearing like sports,
President,
like, anime. Anyway,
President of the
your
Jess.
fan club.
Thank you for letting me transition from intro to read.
For people tuning in for the first time, this is the first of 3 parts that make up the structure of this podcast, the read portion. We won't just be reading, though. We'll be walking through the character creation process of an RPG that we've selected for this week, talking through the rules as we go. This will be followed by later episodes where we play through a brief game using these characters and then reflect on the system. Feel free to listen to whichever of these interests you, and feel free to skip whichever don't. Today, we are going to be playing Kids on Bikes, which is a game designed by Jonathan Gilmour and Doug Lewandowski. This is one of the more popular games we've played. I mean, we've played Lasers and Feelings, which I feel like is also pretty popular.
Pretty popular.
Masks is fairly popular, Magpie Games game, but this is probably the most popular, mostly because it is used on a lot of actual play games, or a lot of actual play
Shows.
What do you call them? Shows. Yeah. Especially Dimension 20. That's like the only, I don't know why I said it like that, 20, Dimension 20.
They love Kids on Bikes.
They do. They love this system. It's pretty much the only one I think they've used besides D&D 5e.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying Kids on Bike is in the popular trope?
Yes.
Haha.
You know what?
Hey.
Yeah, I'll say that. So it's possible that people listening are already familiar with it. Either way, I'm extremely excited to talk about sort of its place in the tabletop community because I feel like it is pretty significant. Dimension 20, it's a very unique system. Dimension 20 isn't actually using Kids on Bikes, the specific game, like the one we're playing today. They use the sort of hacks of it, but I'm pretty sure all the hacks of it are mostly like official hacks too. They're like officially released by the publishing company. Why is everybody laughing?
We're in the chat. We're in the
Denise is
chat.
shitting on me.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because it's actually
Tori is the Mikey we tolerate.
Yeah.
it's actually because that's why I feel I'm so hard on you, Mikey, because it's really a form of self-hate.
It's self-hatred.
Because no, we're the same person.
We both have like
That's why we're
random
such good friends.
interjections where it's like, nice pun, question mark. Like,
I've like stopped. I've pretty much tried to stop and cut out as many like references to things as possible.
You've gotten. I feel like you're pretty good at that. If your baseline was Tori level, you don't reach that at all with like references to stuff. Tori's references are nutso bonkers.
But anyway, it's a very unique system that kind of fits in with what we do in the podcast, specifically because it's got a very great, interesting section that we can use for the read section, which, as we all know, is my personal favorite episode of each arc. So yes, anyway, the specific game that they play in Dimension 20 is not actually Kids on Bikes. It is a hack of it that it was officially released by the same publisher, Hunters Entertainment, which is called Kids on Brooms. Harry Potter, wizard school vibe. The way that they have hacks of it is sort of in the vein of Apocalypse World or Blades in the Dark, where, you've got the base game and then a lot of spin-off games. However, I don't think I've seen, maybe I didn't look deep enough, but I haven't seen many that aren't official because there's Kids on Brooms, Kids in Space. They're coming out with Kids in Capes.
And then I think Dimension 20 has done at least 2 more of their own hacks of Kids on Bikes, like just
which I think are just like Dimension 20 specific versus like an official module that's out, but maybe they've released it. I don't know. But what I think sets this system apart and makes it and its hacks so like unique is its employment of the tropes, because I feel like that's really what it's like based in, because I think it makes the character creation process a lot more simple. Because it just basically gives you a trope and that determines your stats and gives you a couple suggestions. It's not like, you've got Apocalypse World and Blades in the Dark where when you select your class, you also have to select hyper-specific moves and stuff that you kind of have to get really used to and learn about. So this one kind of breaks it down pretty simply. It's also notable for the way it uses pretty much all the different types of dice for different stats, but we'll get more into that as we play. But jumping into it, what you're going to need for this game is you're going to need pretty much all the main dice that you use in normal games, D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, D20, and you will be using all of these for each player, so you're going to want a full set for everybody. as a brief overview of the character creation process, it's pretty streamlined. It's at the beginning of the book. The game specifically, Kids on Bikes, I didn't mention this earlier. It's based on, that piece of media, that kind of media. E.T. type thing. More, I would say more directly, honestly, Stranger Things. I think I think this came out after Stranger Things, and it very much reflects a lot of things I see in Stranger Things. I feel like every trope I've seen in this, I can think of a Stranger Things character it applies to.
It is inspired by not just the media of that time, like E.T., but the nostalgia around the media of that time.
Did you say, do you know when it is? Stranger Things came out in 2016.
Yeah, it definitely came out after, I think, but not after like all of the seasons. Like it probably came out. I want to say I definitely looked into this and don't remember it, but I think it's after like 1 or 2 seasons it came out because I literally have the book in my hands. I could check the day it was published or the year it was published. 2020.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so many movies that you can just apply to this for both. This leans more fantastical, but you could apply like countless non-fantastical things, like literally just. I'll go more into it in the game selection, but like you could range from Goonies to like John Hughes in this. Like it's kind of wild. I actually was wrong about what we were jumping into. Before we do character creation, we have to do world building. My favorite part, obviously. This is a collective thing that we all do because this game is very, very collaborative. Any RPG is collaborative, but this one tries to keep players almost as into and in control of the narrative as the GM. So we'll see how that goes because you can have a different range of it. But here I'll read briefly what the description of the vibe is because if you've seen any of these movies, you're probably going to know the vibe. Actually, I'm going to go back. Does anyone else want to read it? Because I'm talking so much.
Yeah, sure. Kids on Bikes should probably be set in a small town at any point in history before everyone had a video camera in their pocket at all times. It should probably be a place remote enough that the rest of the world just doesn't care about it, but close enough that black helicopters can be there within hours. Everyone in the town probably knows everyone else, for better or for worse. People look out for each other, but rumor also travels fast. Ultimately, though, this is all up to you.
So yeah, that's the general vibe of what we're going for. So just keep that in mind while we're creating it. So there are some questions you'll go through for the collaborative creation part. But the first step of it is as we choose to collaboratively build the world, we should first agree what tone we want this to take. Whether serious, goofy, somewhere in the middle. If anybody cares that much about it and wants to specify, now is the time.
My original thought was kind of campy, but I am open to going like very serious if that's what we want to do.
I'm also team campy with if there's like scary stuff, like we can it can be scary, but Stranger Things like has camp, but also like horror. If that's
some of my favorite camp movies are 100% serious. They're not trying to be funny, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like no, I like both.
We should live authentically within larger than life characters.
Ooh, yummy!
Like Evil Dead 2, like.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I watched a lot of movies to prepare for this actually, and like you would not believe how many of these movies are exactly that, where it's like they don't really. It's just the 80s, so everything's kind of stupid. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yesterday you were watching Teen Wolf.
Hey.
Not the show, the movie.
Oh, where he plays basketball and then he because he's a werewolf, he just plays basketball so much better than everybody else. Oh my God. Because that's what being a werewolf does. It makes you great at basketball.
Is he playing against humans? I've never seen this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would that not make him better if he's literally part wolf? Like,
he's got a higher he's got like better strength, but I guess it makes it better.
You gotta watch it. He
can jump so much higher than
straight up.
Else.
You don't have to
watch. He's got a wolf dormant gene in.
But the thing is, he doesn't look like a werewolf. He looks like Chewbacca.
Okay. And he's still a werewolf.
Find him hot. Anish, they find him hot.
We can't get into all of this Teen Wolf stuff.
This is a perfect time to get into it.
So
anybody else have some thoughts about Teen Wolf?
I do actually have a game-related question to Teen Wolf. Is this a supernatural world?
Yeah.
There's a psychic.
Oh, really?
I think there's definitely, from what I've read, it's like there's elements of supernatural, but not that we're not magical.
Yeah.
That's the thing about all these movies is that there's always something small that's like magical, you know? Like even the Goonies, which is mostly a movie about a treasure hunt, you know, like there's that creature, you know, what's his name? I literally just watched this movie.
Spoilers for the Goonies.
It's literally in the first.
He says, "Hey, you guys."
Yeah, with the Superman.
Wait, that's not from Electric Company. Like,
what is that?
It's a PBS show.
Electric Company.
And they go, "Hey, you guys." Okay,
yeah, it's like I'm remembering the logo and like
I've never seen the Goonies.
I've never seen it either.
That's why I did a spoiler warning, and everyone dissed it.
I'm not gonna lie to you; these movies are good, but I feel like the nostalgia for them is so much stronger than the quality of the movies. They kind of aren't good.
There are some 80s movies that are like genuinely like really, really, really good, like stand up, but give or take, like Alien.
Alien's so good. We've discussed tone.
Yeah. Second, all players should discuss the era which
80s.
you want the adventure to take place. Yeah, like they have options from like 80s, mid 60s, present day, but I feel like 80s. I would rather do 80s.
100%. Neon lights, adventure.
It would upset me if we didn't at this point because I always assumed it was in the 80s.
The only movie, like I did watch several movies. The only movie that I didn't watch, or that I watched that didn't really take place in the 80s, maybe like late 70s, was Stand By Me, which is not magical. Very good movie, but
very good movie.
That one is just like a flashback to, I want to say, the 60s the whole time, and I kind of didn't like that about it. But I loved the movie.
What does it end with? It's something like, and that's the last time we spoke.
Well,
wait,
that's
I
a
haven't
spoiler.
seen it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Stephen King.
It ends with, and they spoke.
It ends with a devastating line, that's for sure.
It ends with them all dying.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we're gonna go forward and answer the questions.
Yes, if you choose to build the world together, answer the following questions to create the location, adapting the number of questions asked as indicated below so that each player is answering the same number of questions for the town. I believe we just start with one and then just rotate. So I'll just go in the order that I've got people in my screen. Mfon, our adventure takes place in name of town and state.
Ah, shit. Maine.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh,
classic Stephen King, baby.
Let's go.
Maine, and the town's called Benova.
Benova.
Ooh.
How do we spell that?
BEE.
Like
N-O-V-I-A.
Oh.
Yeah.
Benova or Benovia?
Benovia, but I call it Benova.
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 And the I is silent.
I is silent. Copy that.
The I is like canonically silent.
Canonically silent.
Okay.
Canonically silent. That's funny.
We'll know you're an outsider if you pronounce
the I.
You're not from around.
Just move to Benovia.
Okay, excellent. Now let's move to Emma. The industry our location is best known for.
Okay, it's Maine. So let's do. They have crabs there. It's a fishing
That's
town.
Maryland.
Lobsters.
Lobsters.
My parents just went
That's
to
what it
Maine.
is.
They went on a lobstering trip.
I was like, I know it's some crustacean. This is a fishing town and like a lobster catching, and maybe some bigger fish. But yeah.
Excellent. 3, Mikey. Our town is famous for.
Famous for, we have fish. I feel like it could be famous for like incredible food. Like people like come here for the really good, like I don't know what is like what kind of like special. I know like lobster and like lobster tail, like that kind of stuff is big in Maine. I can't remember the specific like name of the type of food, but like really like excellent like cooking and dining.
Like there's one restaurant that's really well known, or just like you go there in any restaurant?
Yeah, I feel like kind of like the like Buffalo, New York, like the Anchor Bar that invented the buffalo chicken wing. There's like a specific restaurant in this town that invented that
originated the lobster tail.
The lobster tail, yes. Mm-hmm. I like that. No, that's fun.
What's the name of that place?
That place, Lobster Jack's.
I love that.
Their lobster biscuit's pretty good too.
Did you say Lobster Jack's?
Yeah, Lobster Jack's.
Like Apple Jacks. No,
Yeah.
that's not a place.
That's a cereal.
Tori, our town is infamous for.
So I spent my time trying to figure out what the difference between famous and infamous was. Is it like something you're known for, but it's bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Here's our opportunity to get some star power in our camp experience. The mayor of our town once dated Taylor Dane, and then when they broke up, she booked out the venue that was closest to the mayor's house and played Tell It to My Heart at max volume for an entire month. And the residents were angry, and that's how we made the news. And we can also get a cameo from Taylor Dane.
So our mayor is known as like a...
Taylor Dane's ex.
Yeah.
Taylor Dane's ex, who brought up
a
month-long run of loud concerts. So everyone was mad at the mayor.
Now, who is Taylor Dane?
Perfect.
Thank you.
To my heart.
Great.
Tell me I'm the only one. Me like waiting.
I straight up thought, I heard you say Taylor, and I was going to say Swift, and I was going to be like,
yeah, I was about to say Taylor Swift too. I was like,
she's a baby.
Like, Taylor Swift.
It's not even,
Taylor
1989 yet.
That
Taylor
says
Swift
more
wrote
about
an entire
y'all.
song about
That
this
says
place.
more about y'all that you auto-filled in Taylor Swift. Anyway, but yeah, she's just a pop artist. I thought from the 80s. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, late 80s.
now we can have a musical sequence in it. Okay, tell me more about Benova.
Anish, economically, our town is prospering, floundering, stagnant, etc. How are we doing?
Definitely struggling.
Okay.
I see that.
Floundering like a
You
like
want
a
to
fish.
come? You want to come for a calm, lovely meal, and then you just get "Tell It to My Heart."
Yeah, I bet that did. I bet that
loud.
did damage the.
Yeah.
I'm saying it was kind of a scandal.
I can hear that playing in like a laundromat, like out of like a really like crusty radio, and everyone's just like, "Fuck this place."
Yeah.
Because I bet people would be capitalizing that all around, and it would just kind of be like, "All right, can we get over this?"
Yeah. It's kind of like in Japan during Christmas, they just play Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time over and over and over and over.
How did you know that?
What?
YouTube.
You haven't been there before?
A couple times.
Okay, good food,
Bashful.
pop scandal.
Are we
and
counting?
Struggling.
Are we counting? Does that count?
What?
I'm gonna get you your compliment. I'm gonna get you your compliment.
I have a. Were you nice? Did you say something nice?
No.
Did I
but-
say something nice?
No, but you're being mean.
So far, we've had 3 instances of someone bullying our dear friend Mikey, and 1 instance of people being nice.
When was that?
I think it was before we started officially doing the
Doesn't
podcast.
count.
I like Mfon's like skeptical face.
Like, I'm not sure. Are you sure it wasn't something mean that sounded nice?
I think it was nice, but
I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm trusting
Wait,
my
what
judgment
prompted
in the
this?
moment.
Did we just get one? I don't even remember. I thought we were talking about what?
Okay, what's the next question that we're doing?
It's a landmark.
Who's doing this?
No.
Wait,
It's a notable local
local
organization
organization.
is back to Mfon.
A boot fixer.
Ooh,
The boot fixers.
a cobbler.
Cobbler.
Ooh,
Thank you for the
cobblers.
word. Yeah, they go around town and helping fix people's boots up. It's a nonprofit. They're kind of in the dumps as well, but
Not,
they do what they can.
not cobbler. It's incredible.
They go out to other towns and come back, and that's how they stay afloat. But they can't really do anything in their own town.
Excellent. That is a very specific nonprofit.
And
Yeah.
I'm also supposed to give an organization, right? Because we duplicate that in a 5.
Yes, another one. Yep, you do one too.
Let's say that there's a what's it called? A local newspaper that's called. Ooh, give me 1 second. Everybody
wait.
shut up. Everybody be quiet. No, you can talk.
Did we get a name for the cobbler?
Okay, I wrote down boot fixers, but if you had a different name and
Boot Barn.
That's an
Sure.
actual place.
I did because I think you said boot
Boot
fixer
barn.
and then somebody said cobbler.
That's what a boot fixer is, a cobbler,
Yeah,
like
that's
a
what a boot
shoe
fixer is,
fixer.
yeah.
So it is the name of the store?
I think, yeah, the boot fixers is,
The Boot Fixers.
yeah.
I also remember what the tally was, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. It took me a second to be like, what was the recent tally? So
The newspaper is called For Shucks' Sake.
Oh my god.
I I was looking up to make sure that you did say that you shucked an oyster, and that is technically a thing you can say that you do, or a lobster.
Oh, a lobster. I see.
A lobster, yes, for shuck's sake.
Lobster jacks, the boot fixers, for shuck's sake.
Is for shuck's sake the main paper, or is it like a tabloid kind of rumors?
Good question.
Well, there's not a lot of
good question.
But here's what I'll say. There's not a lot of fun stuff, you know, like a small town. So I think it is a paper with largely like the cobblers are back. And then there's an editorial that is just gossip.
Oh.
That's what people actually buy it to read.
That was like my dad for because he was the editor of the local newspaper, and like he like every week would write his like editorial, just about like weird dumb shit.
So wait,
like my entire life.
What's it called? Shucks.
For shucks sake.
For shucks sake, and is that the name of the overall paper or the specific column?
That's a name. Ooh, let's say that that's the column, and the paper is just the long tail.
Ooh. Yeah. Also, there could be like letters to the editor.
That's true.
You said the long tail.
The long tail, yeah.
Is it TALIL or LE?
Ooh, good question.
IL. It's all lobster themed.
Yeah.
Letter to the editor. Long tail, editor. I also, no, I'm going to write this down and bring it up later. I remembered something.
Oh my gosh.
Excellent. Next question is a notable local landmark is, and that's for Mikey.
Oh, wait.
So landmark is very different from organization. Some of the examples in the book, like organization is businesses.
Well, my question was, did we just do 2 organizations in a row?
Yes, you're supposed to duplicate it
for a 5-player game.
Duplicate. I see. I had that covered up on my notes.
Like some of the examples for landmark are like, I'm trying to think of like dunes. And stuff.
No, I had an idea. Yeah. I'm glad I was going to make that reference.
The example they give is like a closed mine that no one is allowed to go near.
Yeah, don't read the other example.
I'm teetering between 2 ideas, but I think something, because I was like, oh, maybe like a big sculpture of a lobster. Honestly, actually, here's how I combine it into one thing. There's the old pier where this town, back when it was financially successful, where all of the boats used to launch from, you know, this like old stuff, but now it's very decayed and dilapidated. And on the pier, it has a big sculpture of like a comical styled lobster with a big tail kind of flapping out. And that's like where the town made its mark for all of the, you know, all of the ships, all the schooners going out. But now there's just a little tiny pier.
Rad. Also, just to clear the air, the reason I was like, don't read the second one is because I remembered it and I thought it was a cool idea. And if anyone who hadn't read the rules came up with it organically, I didn't want them to feel like they couldn't say it because it was the example. If that makes sense.
Well, don't say it yet because I'm not saying to duplicate it.
Yeah.
We have a second. Tori, you also get to make a local landmark.
So here's my pitch. There's a beautiful historic architectural wonder that is the lighthouse at the, you know,
ooh, thank God.
I love that.
Thank God.
It's been decommissioned, but the city has to pay someone to live right near it because ever so often it turns on and they don't know why, and so somebody has to live there to turn it off because it's so bright it'll like wake everyone up if it stays on.
I love that.
That's fun.
My parents,
does that fit in the world you were thinking of, Jess, or is that like?
Don't worry about it.
It could. Okay.
Lighthouse was already written down. It's all at the lighthouse.
When my folks, they just went to Maine and they like went on a tour to all the, you know, the big lighthouses and stuff. And apparently Maine lighthouses are much like North Carolina lighthouses are super like thin and tall. Maine lighthouses are very like short and stubby.
Huh. Is that just because you're higher up? Like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're on these like cliffs and it's higher up looking down. So they're a lot wider at the base and very short on average.
What was the one?
It was like if I'm remembering right, it was like a swimming hole, and I thought that was neat. Like we don't have. It
was a diving cliff.
A diving cliff.
Oh, like it.
Why is everyone laughing?
Oh my god,
What's
that was my
on?
idea. A diving cliff? Are you serious?
You were one away. There can also be a diving cliff.
What's
happening?
You
actually have the question I think I'm most excited about.
Yeah, your question. I'm excited to see what you choose for yours.
The next cue is our school's sports team is called.
Very important in an 80s movie.
What is the Bonovia High?
We're the Cowboys, actually.
Bonovia Cowboys.
In a surprise,
surf and turf, baby.
In a surprise twist, the town got extremely annoyed with the lobster theme that was ever present throughout the city, and the teens all collectively decided to raise like money to change the school's mascot, not for like any particular reason, but they just wanted something different. They all held a poll. Cowboys won. They beat out Knights.
What was the name? What did the name used to be?
The Lobsters.
Lobsters.
What if it was just? What if the name was the Lobster Tails, and like it was a big mascot, and it was like just the tail part of it, and it was like, this is so stupid.
God, that's so good. Actually, yes, all of that.
But now we're the Cowboys.
But now we're the Cowboys.
How recent was this change?
Oh, last year.
So like maybe
it's fresh.
There's still like fresh painting on the side of the wall, or like there's like still like you could see inside the school, like there's still like some remnants. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
We gotta change.
All our parents have different like mascot like merch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be confusing.
Ooh, like if you have a Letterman jacket or something that you're like older brother or something who's already graduated.
In this 80s time, especially in a small town, I feel like those like high school ring, like to some people, those are really important. And I feel like especially in the 80s. So if all their like Letterman jackets, high school ring, like none of it applies anymore because now it's the Cowboys, I could see that being a point of like, I could definitely see some gossip in the For Shuck's Sake page on that one.
Cool. After constructing the town, each player shares one rumor about the town. So let's go back starting from
same
Mfon.
direction.
Let me just give examples so that people have reference.
Especially
in a small town, rumors drive a lot of what goes on. The GM writes these rumors down, keeping them blah, 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 blah. Also, not all rumors have any truth to them. Finally, keep in mind that as long as you're within the bounds of what the group has agreed to include in the game, there are no wrong answers.
Did you have an example?
Sorry, I wanted to read that. The examples that they give are, Carlos says that he heard the Elks is really a front for a devil worshipping cult. Yasmin says that she heard that Mr. Worthy, the principal of the high school, is carrying on an affair with Mrs. Yates, the principal of the middle school. Finally, Emily said that she heard that when they found the bodies of the trapped miners, 2 were missing, and that 10 were recovered. The 10 that were recovered seemed to have been attacked by some sort of animal.
I think that those are really great examples of rumors. I think that they don't make sense unless you get the earlier parts of the examples that define what the Elks and the other things are.
I mean, like the Elks, like...
The Elks is
like
an organization that most of the adult men in the town belong to.
Yeah. A lot of places have that, right?
Yeah.
That's literally
like
a thing. I used to go to an Elks camp.
Or do you know like the Masonic Lodge? Like that kind
I
of
know the
stuff.
Masonic Lodge, but that's because of the Freemasons.
Yeah, the Freemasons.
Elks are like a thing, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Benevolent Order of the Protective Elks. That's what it's called.
There's an Elks chapter literally right next to my high school.
Okay, let's do our rumors, because y'all are... This is scary stuff. Why you know so much about these secret societies?
I literally went to a sleepaway camp there. It was
That's
awful.
not making it better. That's not making this a better situation.
They made us dance. Anyway.
What the fuck?
We had to come up with a dance, and I hated the anyway.
So I think there's a rumor that the what's it called? Shit. What the fuck? Oh,
the boot fixers.
Yeah, the boot fixers.
You can curse.
I'm sorry.
You can. Yeah, because I'm always like, this isn't for kids. Like,
this is
we
not
curse
for
a
kids.
lot.
Yeah,
we curse a lot.
You click the button on YouTube, not for kids.
Yeah.
The boot fixers is a front for some illegal activity.
Cool.
What?
But no one knows what. It just doesn't make sense that this little organization is still running in this rundown town. Podunk town.
Mm-hmm. Podunk. It's a fun word.
Awesome. Emma?
People who I'm debating whether I want to split these in half if the rumor is too complicated. Oh, this is funny. People say that the person who runs the lighthouse has been dead for 40 years.
Sorry, the person that runs the lighthouse? What?
Yeah, the person that lives by the lighthouse and like takes care of it has been dead for 40 years. And it's like a place that the teenagers like go to prove
is it like
not
a
chicken?
They've never seen this person and like they're very reclusive, so
no, like they think that this person like it's not a realistic rumor. He's a ghost and he's been dead for 40 years. And if you were to touch him, your hand would just go right through.
Can you imagine all these high schoolers coming up to touch you?
Just like, please leave me alone. I'm thinking it's like the same energy as like just the old man in Home Alone, you know, where it's just like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did to you.
Yes. Let me think. Rumor. I don't know how we feel about this one because I was split between two potential ideas. Okay. Because I was like, either the statue of the lobster on the pier, like the old statue of like the comical lobster, is actually alive, and if you go out there on like a full moon, you can see it move, and it like goes into the water, or like there's ghost ships.
Ooh,
ghost ships.
Ghost ships.
I think ghost ships. Yeah. I think if you go out to the pier, on a full moon, the mist kind of covers up the pier and you can see through the fog what looked like the old schooners setting out for the ocean to trawl the sea floor for the lobsters.
Pier at full moon, see ghost ships.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
We took a hard right turn into the mystical.
I have been struggling trying to come up with like what's just a benign everyday piece of gossip that really blew my mind.
I have one.
Someone's cheating.
I mean, something about maybe the Taylor Dane.
Yeah, but I feel like that already was kind of the rumor.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stuff that could be with For Shuck's Sake. That was what I was starting to think of, and then I wanted to do the lighthouse
Think
guy.
like Bridgerton, like Lady Whistle
That's
down.
what I was thinking.
Is the mayor still the mayor? Like that person's still the mayor?
Rigged elections.
Rigged election, yeah. I don't know.
How did he win? How did he win if he brought all this crap on us?
He's just rich. The family runs back deep.
Damn.
Okay, yes, and the rumor I'm adding is that the mayor, who it's kind of like, now how does this, like, they're still the mayor?
The unpopular mayor.
Also, there's a rumor that maybe the mayor is paying off the lobster tail, which is the respected and like widely accepted, whatever, reputable news source.
Can you have a name for the mayor?
Ooh, come back to me. It's whoever else.
I have a name. I have the name for the lighthouse keeper who's been dead for 40 years.
Yum.
What's the name?
Old Man Sue.
Old Man Sue.
SUE?
SUE.
Okay.
Oh, you want to know the mayor's name, huh? Drip Isocane.
Whoa!
Only gonna work once, Tori.
Write that down. Write that down.
We could have a universal constant in all of it. Yeah.
And it's Drip Isocane.
And it's by the shore. It's like thousands of years later. He's still alive.
We're obsessed with the shore.
He's the Loki.
That his power was just breathing underwater, but it's also living for thousands of years. That's what the water's been doing. It's been anyway. Okay, sorry. Whoever's rumor is next. I'm still thinking of the mayor's name.
Anish.
Yeah, I have one. And feel free to veto if the tone drastically shifts.
I'm so excited.
Maine's most notorious serial killer of the last decade is rumored to be living in hiding in Bonova.
I love that.
And
I like that too.
Their name is the Red Bay Killer.
The Red Bay Killer?
Yeah.
This is actually perfect.
He throws his victims into local bays, and it paints the water red.
The Bay Harbor Butcher.
Like
the Red Bay Killer.
I have a question.
Can he be from Maryland and he's the Old Bay Killer?
Yes.
He's also a cannibal. He like dusts them with a little bit of a seasoning.
So when you say that this rumor is circulating, is this circulated from the outside in? Like police think that this may be true? Or do you think that this is circulated like this person was spotted a while away and then everybody is just like, could be here?
I think it's one of those things where in a small town where law enforcement have nothing to do, maybe somebody genuinely had that thought, and like maybe there is somebody on law enforcement that genuinely believes it.
Gotcha.
And then that spreads, and like teenagers will run with it, and then parents will be scared for their children, and then
like someone comes asking questions and then it causes a big
exactly
panic. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a name. Amanda Bent is the mayor.
I could think of a lot of parody.
Right?
Bent out of shape. Amanda strikes again.
Now here's a genuine question that we'll get to later, but I want to mention it now before we do get too far in that. There's a section in the character creation part about
love the section that you're about to talk about.
Race, ethnicity, gender, and sexuality. When creating your character, carefully consider their race, ethnicity, gender, and sexuality. These parts of your own identity are important in who you are, and they will be important to who your character is too. As a group, you will need to decide to what extent historical accuracy influences the treatment of different races, non-local ethnicities, and LGBTQIA people within your game. However, keep in mind that historical accuracy is not an excuse to be horrible. But this is how people would have talked back then. Doesn't go far when you've established boundaries. If paranormal events can happen regularly in a town, then a mining town in the 1950s can be accepting of all people. So basically, you just gave the name Amanda Bent as a character that we know was in a relationship with another woman. In the 80s, would this have been like a scandal for that reason? How are we feeling about that?
I would love to do that is not a concern in this world for, I'm just gonna say, all forms of bigotry, unless there's some interest in, because I feel like that can be a powerful tool as a player if you want to explore something through the medium of game, like if you want to like process some shit. But I don't know, that's not why I'm here. I don't know if I feel like I would do that more in a home game than on a podcast, TBH, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm down with that interpretation. And having it be something that isn't, like, internalized if a character is, you know, of a different, not heterosexual in any way.
I got it because Amanda Bynes says bring in the lobsters. So she's Amanda Bent.
I said that, and then I immediately thought, well, I don't know. Because if you know anything about me, Emma Skaggs, it's that all of my characters end up being gay. And since this has like family dynamics and stuff like that, I think the world on a whole, I don't want to expect NPCs to be racist or homophobic or anything like that. I don't want to go into interactions thinking that will happen. I think that like I might have some confusion about my own arc, and I'm okay with doing that. I just the world is accepting.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. Like in terms, like if like the character like has like internal stresses about their self identity, like you like us playing through that is cool.
Yeah, I mean, if we want, it could be more similar to how it is today. Obviously, there is bigotry today, but in a way that we're like, publicly, it is considered very progressive to be accepting of like gay people, but there's still like a history of potentially maybe it wasn't in the past, and so there's a lot of like internalized issues.
Or like you can still be nervous to talk to your family about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though I, the player, know that in the world that we've created, it's going to be an okay interaction.
I like playing those types of roles even more. It makes it fun. But we don't live in the world where the teens find Old Man Sue's ghost and he's like, "You're gay?"
I know I'm a ghost, but that's not what's important right now. You're going to hell. My unfinished business is this.
I have the name of the owners for the boot fixers. I keep want to say bootlicker so bad.
That's kind of hilarious.
That's a fun name people call him maybe.
Anyways, Lemon and Uma Pepperidge.
Oh, lemon pepper chicken.
I like
Uma is such a great name. Uma Thurman.
Name one other Uma, Mikey.
Okay, I don't know any other Umas. I'm sorry.
Add it to the count.
That's what I thought.
So true.
Close-minded. I'm so I know I could name 4 Umas.
Okay, I gotta say the other Uma I can think of is a character from The Witcher 3.
Yeah, what are the other Umas that you know?
So moving on to character creation.
I was like, you said 4? What 4?
Moving
Me when I lie.
Oh shoot, there's a whole setting boundaries section that I skipped.
Uma Pemaraju.
Oh, wait, that does remind me. I'm Indian. The race thing.
Yeah. So true.
So true, right? I fully intend on playing an Indian teen, and part of the fun of growing up Indian in America is the fun identity crisis that happens internally. I'm down to play it, but honestly, the idea I have for the character I'm playing is that his family's been in the town for a while, and so they're more of a staple of the community. So not really xenophobic, but if it's definitely there are not a lot of other Indian kids in the small town of Benova, Maine.
Yeah.
Benova, Maine. Like the farthest possible distance you could get away from opposite. Yeah.
From
My
where?
character's black, so hopefully there is no racism that is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of same. I'm playing a character who is going to be of African descent, and xenophobia is great that you mentioned that because she's coming from out of town. So across the pond, one might say. So.
Oh, fun. I feel like xenophobia can also be a different kind of out of townies versus like that kind of thing.
Okay, so sorry, I just want to make sure I'm hearing both of you. You're saying you're fine if that's not a part of it at all. You were saying that was part of the experience, and so while it should always be respectful, you don't mind if that's, or were you talking about that's something internally, or
it's a subtext thing.
Got it. Okay.
If you're playing the loner weirdo, being the loner weirdo who is black or brown is gonna be way different than if you're white.
Yeah.
That's just that's just a part of it. But I don't think we need to talk about that. It's more of just the existence.
Just okay.
Yeah. And that's I think that with this kind of boundaries in role-playing games too, I think when you have a GM that is white, that just feels weird to be especially from the GM's perspective of this is going to be a really gritty, realistic world. It's why does it have to be? Whereas if it's a specific arc that you want to explore as a player,
exactly.
that is something you can work out with your GM.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's important to have the discussions, because if you want that for your character, want that for yourself, for any identity, that you can do that, but the default probably should not be that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess my question is because basically what Anisha is saying is it's going to be we're bringing our identities to our characters, and that's just going to come out how we play it. It doesn't necessarily need to be from the world itself, but how we interact with it might shape how people interact with us. My question is from a outsider, if I'm coming from I don't know, Maryland, is that are the townspeople going to be you're who are you? Are they going to be super welcoming? Oh my gosh, a new person. What is the vibe? I don't know.
I feel that'll be depending on the person, since it's a close-knit town. I bet there will be some NPCs who are oh my gosh, you've never been to Lobster Jack's before. That's so exciting. And then there's going to be some people who are I haven't seen you around yet. Where are you from? How exciting.
Those are both very welcoming.
I'm
Sorry, my tone on the second one was supposed to be sarcastic and suspicious. Oh, interesting. There's a new person in town.
Yeah, I think there's all sorts of varieties of people, but there's so many different types of welcoming. Yeah. There's like the overwhelming welcoming. And the fact that this town is struggling does inform the fact that like we need new people in this town. It's a welcome thing. We need new things.
Here's my offering. Yes, we need new people. It's exciting to get new people, but there are some folks who will choose to be like, actually, it's Benova. Yeah, I can tell you're from out of town because you didn't put the but that's, I feel like, as
what I was gonna say is I feel like the like unwelcomeness could be less focused on like identity of like the person and more just like the fact that they're not from there.
Yeah, it's like actually Lobster Jack's. It's not Lobster Joe's. I don't know where Lobster Joe's is. Never been there. Is that, how does that feel?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Plus, I do like that small town, bless your heart type. You know what I mean? Where they even mention like the rumors and whatever, so it's not like everyone here's best friends. But
I guess bless your heart can also be an insult.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that's what.
In the South for sure.
Yes.
I also love the existence of terrible people in fiction.
So true.
Yeah.
I love assholes, so I hope assholes aren't necessarily racist, but I hope they want us gone. In like, because we're shitty teenagers.
I mean, and also, we're teenagers. It's like, it could be like, oh, you're gonna do some stupid shit and like break
There will be ageism likely.
Yeah.
The only ism will condone. Oh wait, Tori, you're playing the adult.
Well, yes, but I'm an older adult, so maybe that will factor into it as well.
Cool. Let me double check the setting boundaries thing, because we just did a great combo about our boundary.
I love this is, I think, more important for in-person. We might have to translate that since we're on Zoom, but the rule at the end, if during the game somebody accidentally brings up one of the topics that should be avoided, or if anything that is part of the story is making you uncomfortable, simply knock quickly and lightly on the table, which is just like whoever is currently narrating should simply rewind and proceed down a different path. There is no need to discuss your request to go in a different direction. The group will just move on with the story in another direction. I think that's really nice. I like that as a safety tool, especially in person, because it's like subtle, but and just move forward.
And I'll have the chat open if someone also just wants to say knock in the chat, like write the word knock.
Or we could like
your reaction visually. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, reaction.
Yeah, good idea, Mfon.
What are we? What
I love
reaction?
The shocked face reaction. Are
we going shocked face?
I'm picturing it going ooh because it opens its mouth.
Ooh, that's not.
Yeah, ooh, not quite.
How do you get it off?
It goes away. Stop with it.
Were you clicking it?
Yeah, I was like.
Oh, so it's staying even longer.
Awesome. Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna. Where did you read that, Emma?
It's the last paragraph in the setting boundaries section.
Yes, it is. Okay, that's probably the only.
It actually is kind of crazy. We originally skipped. It's just kind of funny, like.
I don't care about boundaries.
And I actually remember seeing it, but I'm just so bad at the reading, and I was like, maybe I'm just on the wrong page.
Yeah. Well, I also really love like the way that this whole rule book discusses like dealing with difficult topics in TTRPGs, because it is a environment that is rife for like self-exploration or like handling tough things in a safe environment. There's a lot within this book that talks about that, and you can tell that they thought about it a lot and like wanted to go at it in a good way. And one last note on the setting boundaries section that I really like is just consider where you are. Like if you're playing in your own home and your players want to explore like homophobia or racism, and that's something they want to do, like great, you're in a private space. Don't do that at a bar. Don't do that at a gaming convention when someone could walk past and hear stuff that sounds really, really bad and they don't know it's a safe space, like
right.
Yeah. Consider things.
Yeah.
Consider the following.
Yeah.
So going back to the setting boundaries section, the only thing that I want to touch on that we didn't talk about technically is just having a discussion about, in addition, we've already talked about some boundaries, but if there's any additional like narrative things that nobody wants in the narrative elements that might upset players, so we can avoid them. Feel free, we can have a discussion now to mention them if there's anything that comes to mind. You can also make a list and send it to me either privately or like you could text it to me, you could send it at the Zoom chat, you could send it publicly in the group chat, whatever you're most comfortable with. But if there's anything people want to say right now, go crazy.
We're also taking a break before we're actually playing, so that could also be a good time.
Yeah, and you can definitely, if anything comes up during the game,
be like
there's the knock thing, or just like you can text me something like if you see something going in a specific direction and you're worried. It's like the lines and veils thing, like we can approach this, but we can't jump into it.
Yeah.
So anybody want to say anything? It's fine if not.
We have a serial killer. Potentially. I mean, I'm interested in minimal details about that, and there's a direction that I definitely want to avoid with that sort of thing. It could get really serious, but I don't wanna. I just like the idea of like Twin Peaksy sort of. Oh my god, there's a string of murders. Like our town is unsafe. Yeah.
Hard.
When you say direction, Anish, do you mean like gore?
For me, with serial killers, a big topic it's also funny. I feel like these conversations can be kind of awkward because in saying where your lines are, there's kind of this implication of like, I know the rest of you were thinking about doing that. And that's not, it's like, let's say it out loud so that we all know about this. But like sexual violence is an area that like, I don't need in a role-playing game.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah,
and that's like possible serial killer stuff.
Right. Yeah. How, I guess, what do people think about like violence, like just in general?
It's a good question for the bully. You got to know, like,
around.
I personally am pretty. I'm about to say I'm
Pro violence.
Violence. I love violence.
That is our official
games.
statement as a podcast.
We
are pro violence.
I love violence in role playing games.
Yeah,
but actually, and like I don't mind. I personally don't mind like descriptions of gore, but I know that some people don't like it. I also don't mind gory things happening to my character, and I know some people don't like that. Like if it's like you take damage. And that's what you get versus like a specific description of what happens. I don't mind anything like that, but I know that could be different.
Yeah, I don't mind at all. In fact, with a bunch of kids who may be getting into scraps, I encourage it.
Same.
This is what I was trying to articulate, I think, earlier was like, we were just talking about camp and like 80s and how it wasn't ever trying to be funny, but like, and this is older, but like some of the special effects, you know what I mean? In movies, like they end up being funny to us now, but it's only because like, but at the time it was like shocking or whatever.
Like I love the Evil Dead 2, and like the Evil Dead 2's effects are so crazy. Like he cuts his hand off, and then the hand is like just crawling around, and he's like fighting it as like blood is flying everywhere.
Did y'all see? I saw the TV glow.
I haven't yet.
No,
I haven't
need to
yet.
see it.
I need to.
Yes,
I heard it's really good.
There's a part just about like special effects and like something you're watching, coming back to rewatch it. I just found really whatever. Anyway, so reinforcing, yes, like scraps happen, but we don't want too many details. Is that?
Well, I mean,
I think Anish just didn't want graphic details on the serial killer
of the sexual violence. Like normal violence is good.
Normal violence is great. We love.
Again, as a podcast,
we love violence.
Mostly, I think the serial killer.
Just none of the
And I mean, there's also some stuff where like it's like a serial killer's trademark is that they rip off all your like just like I don't have to like the weird gross stuff doesn't have to.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, like every episode in Hannibal.
It was under lock and key. We didn't know much about it. The lobster tail kept the details very kept hidden from the
Or it's just a case with a good old-fashioned serial killer who just kills people straight up, and we don't have to worry about them.
And that's what makes
being
him
a
so
freak.
crazy.
Drains their blood.
I mean, we already know they throw people in the bay.
So true.
That's so true.
They do that.
I am also pro-violence. If it has nothing.
Aww.
I know Emma was like, are you okay with gore? I feel like I could feel her.
That was not at you specifically, actually.
Cool. But I'm all good with it.
Okay, well, since we're also pro-violence, I guess I'll up the violence level that I was planning.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, awesome. So unless there's anything else people want to touch on before we jump in.
To character creation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're not done with the read.
Yeah, I was like, we're still reading.
We're still reading.
For those of you hungry for more rules, don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. This was actually the longest read episode we've recorded so far because Kids on Bikes has such an extensive world building and character creation process. Plus, we had 5 players. We've split this episode up into a world building and a character creation section, so please catch our wacky cast of characters in next week's episode. The setup is definitely worth it because we've also got 2 play episodes coming up after it. Also, in case you've noticed, this episode sounds a little bit different than usual. It's not just you. Unfortunately, we had a mishap in the recording process for this episode, so there might be a little bit more background noise than usual. This only applies to the 2 read episodes we recorded, but they are both definitely still worth listening to since we had a great time filling this world with rich details. I just wanted to say something about it so that you were aware we knew, and because we were aware of exactly what went wrong, this is a thing that will not happen in the future, hopefully. But if you didn't notice, then nothing is wrong. For now, though, that's it. See you next week, once again on this side of the table.